Hey you all, it's your girl Nicole, and thank you for tuning into my channel called That Nurse Nicole. Here we talk about nursing, feminine health, beauty, lifestyle, and just about anything worth talking. So in this video, we're going to look at 8 things. What's anemia, same as iron deficiency, and what's blackstrap molasses, that's number 2. Its use and its benefit. We're going to clear up any misconception regarding being anemic, and we're also going to look at signs that tell that you are anemic. That's number 4. And number 5, we're going to look at iron tablets versus taking natural blackstrap molasses. Then I'm gonna tell a little story about my experience and why I started taking it. That's number 6. And so normal hemoglobin levels, and last but not least, how to get tested to know if you are anemic. So let's get right into it. Remember guys, we're going to touch on 8 things. You might be here a little while, so if you need to get some water, some popcorn, but it's going to be interesting, especially for us women, because we are on our monthly and we lose a lot of blood. And if you're combating any underlying issues like fibroid, it makes you lose a lot of blood, any related sickness that causes you to be anemic, this is a topic that you want to listen in on. So stay tuned and let's get right into the discussion. Iron deficient anemia is when blood lacks healthy red blood cells. We need red blood cells in order to carry oxygen around the body. So without oxygen flowing around the body, we're not able to produce and get enough blood to sustain our life and to pump around the body. Now, as the name suggests, iron deficient anemia, it's when the body can produce enough iron that's needed for red blood cells, which is also known as hemoglobin. This blackstrap molasses, as I've mentioned, it's a byproduct of sugarcane. Once it's processed, it's refined into sugar. It's like the healthy sugar, not those regular sugar. And from there, it gives you this syrup. And when you get that syrup, they reprocess it again, and you get a second syrup. That after you get that thick richness, it's of a dark color, as you can see. I'm showing you up when I'm pouring it in that video. That's what they call the molasses. The benefits included: it's good for your bone. It's a bone builder because of the magnesium, and yes, it has calcium in it and iron. It's good for you. It avoids osteoporosis. It's also good for your hair, like the frizzing, and if you have breakage. Normally, what I normally do when I was much younger, because I have known this supplement before, but I totally forget about it. I don't know why. We normally will put it in our hair after washing. They said it's good to strengthen the root of your hair and to get rid of breakage. So we'll put it in like a shampoo, and we'll put a cap over. If you don't have a steam cap, you improvise. You can use a grocery plastic bags and wrap your hair up, and it helps to stop your hair from breaking. So there are some great benefits involved with blackstrap molasses, but most of all, we're focusing on the benefits of how it helped us after losing a lot of blood and becoming anemic. So number 3, guys, and I don't know how many people in here are from the Caribbean or have Caribbean parents. I am Jamaican. I'm from the Caribbean, so any Caribbean here can relate to what I'm about to say. I'm just going to clear up any misconception that anyone have anemia and they labeled you as not being far from your kitchen. So in my country, if you told someone that you're anemic, they start looking at you away like, oh, you're not feeding your body right, something is terrible wrong with you. It's a terrible disease that you're calling on yourself, and it's all because you're far from your kitchen. When I first heard that term, I used to believe that people who are anemic, they don't eat food, they starve their body, or they're malnourished. But that's not the case. The problem is you're not eating enough iron rich food, and we all know our crops have deplete with minerals over the years, because you know everything is just so hurry come up. They're not taking their time to do stuff, so we're not getting those minerals and those vitamins and minerals that we need to get from our plants, because the soil has been depleted. So you have to ensure, if you're not getting it in the food you eat, to maybe try some supplement. I am not too big on recommending iron tablets, but what I'm saying is, it's not because you're not eating, it's because you're not eating the right food. You have to eat iron rich food that is full of iron. But today there's a lot of food out there that are rich in iron, but today I'm focusing on my blackstrap molasses. Okay, the reason why it's called blackstrap molasses, it's just a name, added name, like the blackstrap, but you can get any organic molasses at any convenience food store, like Old Food Store, even in the Asian markets. You know, you just ask them if there's any organic molasses. It don't necessarily have to be blackstrap. I got the one that's known as blackstrap, and the reason for it, as you can see in the video, it's like whenever you take each pour, there's a stripe line that leaves on the bottle. It's the straps, those are the straps to show. Well, as you can see in my bottle, it's almost done because I live on it, and because I don't want any roaches and any ants, I clean up my bottle, I wash my bottle, and I put it back. So you're not going to see much stripe, but as you can see, that little stripe line, for some people, you'll see the bottles all messy all over. That's the reason why it's called the black strap. It's not anything extra about it, it's just the lines that it makes. That's why it gets its name. Okay, number 4, we're going to look at iron tablet versus organic blackstrap molasses. I am not denouncing the benefits of taking iron tablet. It has its benefit, but like me, and I know most people can testify that taking iron tablet, it do make you get constipated, you're hard to go. So if you want something more gently on your rectum, you can consider taking the blackstrap molasses, because it does not cause constipation. Even though it's rich in iron, it does not cause you to be constipated. Iron tablet, it's good, it can increase your blood count, but it will let you get constipated to the point where it hurts. And if you're like me, when you look around the bowl and you see that black looking tarry stool, it's not the most pleasant sight. That's when you're on iron. So iron, the blackstrap molasses, even though it has this rich dark color, you are not going to experience any constipation, and you will have normal looking feces. And number 5, signs that tell that you're anemic. Number 1, I'm saying these in no order that comes with the symptom, but tiredness and feeling fatigue, dizzy spells, getting cold very quickly, like everybody else would be so warm and you would be so cold. You can get lightheaded and dizzy. You can get terrible migraines and headaches. When you see, you get a lot of headaches. A lot of people, when they're starting their period, they get headache. Why you think that's the case? Because you're losing blood. When you're losing blood, it tends to make your head hurt you. So just imagine being anemic, you're going to get headache. So those are some of the signs that can tell. And if you can point out and say, oh, I have at least 1 or 2 of these signs, then you need to go get tested. And quick disclaimer, this video in nowhere form is meant to treat anyone. If you think you have any of the signs and symptoms, please contact your doctor or get professional medical advice. This video is basically based on my experience, my benefits that I've gained from taking the molasses, and how it have helped me. So I decided to do a video to see how it can help other women who are on their menses or have any underlying condition that might affect blood loss. So something to combat it. As I said, there's many iron rich food out there, but I'm focusing on blackstrap molasses because it's very efficient and it raises your iron level in a quick time span, as fast as 3 to 4 weeks. So number 6, the little story time. Not gonna get too much in details, but this is why I found out that I was anemic. I know I had this underlying condition for years ago, but it never usually affected me the way it did in summer of 2020. And if you want to know more about the condition that I'm referring to, my underlying condition, please stay tuned to my channel. Click the bell notification so you know when I upload that video. So it's coming up pretty soon. Now in 2020 of summer of last year, I noticed that I was very lightheaded and dizzy, and I couldn't stand up for quite a number of time, and like I was so tired. No matter how many, I will sleep for 14 hours a day. It's 24 hours in the day, but I will sleep for 14 hours a day and wake up feeling like I haven't slept. And I know a lot of women in here can relate. It's just strange, but I still have to go to work. And then I was like, when this started happening to me, I said, okay, maybe I need some iron supplement. So I went to the pharmacy and I get myself some iron tablet. But that night I had to go to work. I was working in a nursing home in a private case, and there's a lot of nurses and stuff on the floor. But I was staying inside this house with this elderly lady that has dementia. So you know, dementia patient can be up at night and keep you up, but that night I pray, I said, God, please let her be peaceful tonight, because I don't know if I'm going to make out alive. The way I'm feeling is like the world is spinning. It's like my head and my shoulder is not mine. So that night God answered my prayer. She went to bed early. She gave no problem, and I was sitting there. She don't want anybody on her couch, but I said, lady, forgive me, but I have to go lie down. I'm not going to drop down in this room and die. I was feeling so bad. I thought maybe I wanted to eat because my sugar level may have went down. I made myself some tea and some biscuit, and I went to lie down. Thank be to God, I made it up in the morning and I was feeling a little okay. I don't know if it's a tea that helped, whatever the case is. But I continue taking those iron tablets, and my symptom improved over time. But I was so constipated, like there must be something else I was telling myself I have to take. So that's when I discovered the blackstrap molasses. I don't know how I've forgotten about blackstrap molasses, because I have an aunt in Jamaica that used to bottle and resell these superfoods, liquid superfood. But for some reason I'm in this group for females who have the same underlying condition like myself, and this lady, she was advertising about the blackstrap molasses and how she take it and how it helped her, especially when she's having her menses, and it built her blood. So I said, oh my God, I didn't know blackstrap molasses have so many benefits. I used to take it, but I didn't know. So I went back, I went to the old food store, I got a bottle of it. As you can see in the video, you can make it with milk. You can use any milk. I just prefer to use that because I'm trying to stay away from soy, and I'm more on the vegan side, so I use plant-based soy-free milk. And you just mix it around. I like to add a little cinnamon to it, and I put my ice cube. It's really nice. And for those who love coffee and can't do without coffee, or like trying to withdraw, you can try using it. It has the color of coffee. So there you have it. Blood, after taking the blackstrap molasses over time, like I will say within 3 to 4 months, I was at 11.5 blood count, and normal blood count start from 12.2 up to about 14.5. I was at 11 point something. That's way below the mark. And after taking it for like 2 to 3 weeks, I realized my blood count went up. I'm now at a 13.5, and my doctor was very pleased. Yes, because I was to undergo surgery, and they are not doing surgery when your blood count is at a certain level, because you know, going into surgery you're going to lose blood, plus you already came in anemic. So that was one of the reasons why I have to research something really fast that's going to help me, because time was ticking and I had to get my blood count up. So you get this super energy, you won't feel so much tired, you don't need to sleep the whole day. after taking the blackstrap molasses. And just for you guys, just for the record, so you guys can know, this video was not made in any way or form to endorse blackstrap molasses. I've just tried a product and it works for me. And as I said, we're all females and I just always want to help my female family. So blackstrap molasses, you can try it for yourself at home and see how much it works for you. And number 7, what's normal hemoglobin level? First of all, what's hemoglobin? It's the protein in the red blood cells that carry the oxygen to the blood. Normal hemoglobin level is anywhere from 5.7. Heading to be pre-diabetic, your hemoglobin level will go over 5.7 to 6.4. And if you're diabetic, it should be over 6.4 going upward. So that's how to know if you are going into the diabetic phase. So to be in the diabetic phase, it has to be somewhere around 6.5 and higher. Last but not least, number 8, how to find out that you are anemic. Do a blood test. So all the tests might sound the same, but they're pretty much different. Like the ferrin in your body is not like regular iron. What it does, ferrin is something that stores, it's a protein that stores the iron for future use. So your body stores it and uses it when it needs it. And the complete blood, CBC, the complete blood count, it's what shows certain disorders within the body, and it can tell if you are anemic. So these are some of the tests pertaining to checking if you're anemic. And like I said, you can go get tested by asking that let me check my iron levels. Or if you do your regular routine, like you go to your PCP and you get your regular checkup, they'll draw your blood and they will see the levels, and if it's a cause of concern, they'll let you know. But if you are always tired, fatigue, cold, getting a headache, dizzy, that's one of the things that you want to look into to see if you are anemic. So there you have it. I have touched on 8 points that you're supposed to look for. First of all, what's anemia? What's blackstrap molasses? The misconception about being anemic. Also, signs to tell that you are anemic, and why I start taking it, how to check your levels if it's normal, and what are the different tests that you should take. If I miss anything, guys, please forgive me, but everything is down below. And if you don't want to have time to watch the entire video, there pointers like the timestamps are there for you if you wanted to skip through or go over anything and you don't have time to go through the entire video. That's linked down below. So thank you guys so much for watching my channel. I do appreciate it. Please remember to subscribe, click the like button, comment, share, and hit the bell notification so you can see more cool content. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.